going deep and stay a while, because today we're talking about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's running for president as the least insane and most pleasantly voiced Democrat of all time. Maybe that's why the establishment wants him dead, clearly, possibly, allegedly. Plus, we check in on Bud Light and the Republican primary. Separately, not together. Bud Light isn't like running in the Republican primary, which is for the best, because they'd lose. All that and more, like maybe just an unbroken 30-minute shot of me eating a whole pie when the show starts right, freshly. Hello and welcome to the Von Jono Predicament. You'll have to excuse me, I'm out of breath. I just got back from a drag brunch. I wasn't there on purpose. Well, I wasn't enjoying it on purpose, okay? I showed up to protest their obvious grooming of children and their obvious arresting of Donald Trump and their far more subtle 25% mandatory tip on all tables of 8 or more.
Those queens need to work for their tips, honey.
But once I showed up toting a sign that said very clearly, as a moderate centrist, I don't necessarily have a problem with your godless, degenerate ways, but please stop trying to convince children that boys are girls and little mermaids are black. It only makes sense, but once I saw the breakfast buffet, I was sprung. I'm talking stuffed French toast. I'm talking sausage links. I'm talking hash browns that are like those McDonald's hash browns, but they're triangular, and somehow that makes them taste better. Scrambled eggs, pancakes, bottomless mimosas, mimosa-less bottoms. They had everything. Point is, breakfast is probably the best meal of the day if you try hard enough, and also stop mutilating children at the altar of your gender ideology. So I ate several plates worth of food, easily eclipsing the $29.99 I paid, therefore taking them down a peg or two. Also, I did not tip the drag queens because they were all lip syncing.
If you want to be a performer, you need to actually perform. Also, show me your tits.
Okay, so as I was saying, this is the Von Jono Predicament. My name is Steve Von Jono. I'm your host. I'm a bit of a moderate centrist. Some even call me a milquetoast fence sitter. I do not take hardline stances on the important culture war issues of our day. For example, Democrats sending Chris Kyle-esque snipers into obstetrics wards to just kill babies the moment their head crosses the pussy barrier, as it would be. I don't have an opinion on that. Sure, it's evil and it will result in God, specifically Christian God, releasing a plague, an actual plague, not like the last fake one, upon the land and, making the rivers run red with blood. But the important thing is I'm not a Christian. I'm kind of a mixture of secular humanist and Baha'i. Put that on my Wikipedia page. Also, make me a Wikipedia page. What I am not, of course, is a right-winger. If you ever call me that, I will vomit and possibly even shit my pants in fury. Yuck, gross, spit, disgusting. Being called a right-winger is maybe the most insulting thing any human being has ever said against any other human being outside of a deaf comedy jam. That being said, if you are a right-winger, thanks for watching my show and congrats on always being right about everything. As a moderate centrist, I do keep waiting for the left to have one right position, but they never come around to it. I presume they're too busy burning down every auto zone in Portland. Right-wingers are better looking, exercise more, have better nutrition, according to a number of studies done by America's top, or at least community colleges, and also PragerU.
That's where I got my master's degree in yelling on YouTube. Bah!
We've got a lot of politics to get into today, but first, let's talk about Bud Light. I'd like to present to you an actual live camera feed from inside the Bud Light offices. Yeah, they're not doing great. Ever since their multi-billion-dollar campaign with trans activist and groomer enthusiast Dylan Mulvaney, their stock has plummeted. It went from being over $300 a share to where it is right now, which is -5. That's right. If you buy a share of Bud Light stock, they will Venmo you $5, but you do have to get full-on gender reassignment surgery. I'll be honest, when we first got mad at Bud Light back in May, I did not think this would still be going in August. Like a 16-year-old girl, this ground is fertile. The woke are losing. Also, we should call them the asleep because that's what they are. They're sleepwalking through life. They know nothing. You know what this reminds me of? The other day, I was watching Joe Rogan interview Jim Gaffigan, truly the McLaughlin group of our time. And Joe was pointing out, in his opinion, okay, only his opinion, please don't sue me, secular humanist YouTube lawyers, maybe, possibly, allegedly, there might have been a few government officials, FBI agents hanging out around the Capitol on January 6th going, you guys don't have the balls to do nothing. You guys don't have the balls. Go poop on Nancy Pelosi's desk. I dare you. What are you, chicken? Brack? Brack? Now, Jim Gaffigan, the ultimate woke lib, had no idea what Joe was talking about. And I realized these normies don't know what us real politics heads are aware of.
I literally eat newspapers for breakfast.
And of course, the mainstream media garbage, so corrupt. From hell's heart I stab at thee. Pew. Pew, 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 pew. They're gonna claim that Joe Rogan is spreading baseless conspiracy theories and that, he said the entire insurrection was a psyop and possibly Jewish. Maybe he said those words, okay? But it's only bad if you take it out of context. If you really read between the lines, you'll know he was just telling you to buy athletic greens with his code. But don't do that. Use my code. It's code #StevieGetGreen. And at the end of the day, isn't that why Bud Light stock is plummeting and most of their employees have committed seppuku in a public place? Their director of operations lit himself on fire. And listen, he claimed he was just trying to get on the next Rage Against the Machine album cover, but we all know the truth. It was because of Dylan Mulvaney. I've stopped drinking Bud Light entirely. I exclusively drink Modelo. Partially because it's delicious, but also because it's Mexican. And I think that's a real growth area for us moderate centrists, okay? Listen, they love going to church. They love having sex without condoms. They absolutely hate gender swapping, but at the same time find it very funny. And of course, they produce wholesome family content. That woman just stopped some grooming, looked great while doing it, and presumably in Spanish was saying where we go one, we go all. Okay? They're going to be voting GOP for years. But who exactly will they be voting for? The GOP primary has been heating up. Donald Trump keeps getting arrested, which as it turns out is very popular. And Ron DeSantis keeps talking in public and being photographed, which kind of has the exact opposite effect. Donald Trump got indicted again the other day. And I'm not sure why exactly, especially after Joe Rogan pointed out that the entire January 6th insurrection was just a hologram made by the same people who had Tupac's ghost rap at Coachella. It doesn't matter, it's a nothing burger. And like the 46 other indictments, it's really 47? Jesus Christ. But that means that every president is now averaging about one indictment each, but the media only talks about Trump. And I'm not even a huge Trump supporter, okay? Sure, I did say I'd take a bullet for him, and the campaign reached out to take me up on that offer and also asked if they could store documents at my house and if I'd go to jail for him. But I told them I'd think about it. Anyway, he's clearly number one, and anything mean ever said about him is a lie told by literal Satan. But I'm not like a MAGA guy. For example, I'll hear out other candidates, like we've got that Vivek how the hell do you say this guy's name?
My name's Vivek. It rhymes with cake. It ain't about thee. It isn't about me. It is about thee. The United States is about liberty. So Fox and friends, join us on the trail. We'll have some fun. I'll see you out the trail.
It was very helpful, thanks. Anyway, he's epically based and libertarian pilled, and he's going to replace all healthcare with just $17 worth of crypto, which is all you really need. Plus, he's promised to pardon Donald Trump, which is silly because, as we all know, Donald Trump has never done anything wrong. And the one time he jaywalked in 1986, he immediately ran to a Catholic church and begged Christian God for forgiveness. Vivek, again rhymes with cake, all candidates should do this, is, according to some polls, currently tied with Ron rhymes with Tron, Spawn, or Juan DeSantis, who at one time was considered a possible heir to Donald Trump's very classy throne. DeSantis is a policy wonk. He has done so much in Florida. Like, for example, removing the book Genderqueer from schools, or at least one school. The book had a picture of a blowjob in it. And by making sure this one high school in Florida doesn't have the book in his library anymore, he has ensured that no 16-year-old boys will ever see an image of a blowjob. But DeSantis has a problem that is medically referred to as, quote, a complete and total lack of the sauce. My man's sauceless, bone dry. He knows what you're mad about on any day, but that doesn't necessarily qualify him to be president, more to, yell on YouTube.
Stay out of my lane, DeSanctimonious.
Tell you who'd be a great president. The answer is, of course, me. I'd be great at it. Make all the right decisions. Okay, war, no more. Thumbs down. Molesting kids, now illegal. But I can't do it. I have too much integrity / unpaid parking tickets. But someone who's not me, despite being similarly chiseled, is, of course, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's running for president as a Democrat, which makes no sense to me. What a disgusting party full of literal demons who drink blood and chew babies' foreskins like Trident. I'm a moderate centrist. I mean, we can only presume he's aligning himself with the Democratic Party because of his family heritage. That's right. His father was Robert Kennedy. His uncle was John F. Kennedy. And his cousin at one point was Patrick Schwarzenegger. RFK Jr., if you want to be casual about his name, is unlike the other Democratic nominees because he is not an extremist ideologue. He also has a normal voice. Don't listen to it. Do not turn off the sound. Turn on subtitles. Do not listen to his voice.
It's extremely alpha to sound like you just got punched in the throat.
He believes in things that used to be common sense in the Democratic Party, okay? Like maybe we shouldn't give billions of dollars in guns and actually mostly ammo to Ukraine. Maybe we should take care of our homeless veterans. Maybe we shouldn't have to explain what we mean by take care. Maybe all medicine is a hoax. Maybe Jewish people are immune to diseases, which is a bummer because they love going to the doctor. All normal stuff. But his podcast episodes, and he's done a lot of them, really seems like he's going for the always important guy listening to Joe Rogan while doing the easiest crossword puzzle he can find demographic, have been brutally censored by the mainstream establishment machine. That's right. If you go onto YouTube right now, you will be unable to find his interview with Dr. Reverend Jordan B. Peterson. You can still find it on Rumble. Probably some other sites as well. Just do a Google search. It'll pop up first page. But he's missed out on a lot of YouTube ad revenue, which is easily the worst thing to ever happen to a Kennedy. But he's currently climbing up in the polls point by point. He is hitting almost 20% of support as long as you look at one specific poll and round up and also go back in time 2 weeks. But he's a rational, sane Democrat, so you know the machine wants him unalive. We have to say unalive because YouTube will put us down in the algorithms if we say dead. Fuck, I just said it. Fucking shit, god damn it, fuck. Listen, COVID is real. Vaccines are good. The election, every election is totally on board. You want me to love Joe Biden? I'll love Joe Biden. I'll fucking suck his old dick. YouTube, please fucking help me in the algorithms. Please help me, you fucking sons of fucking bitches. Fuck you. Dead. Point is, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been denied Secret Service protection, as he tweeted about here. Since the assassination of my father in 1968, this is how he talks, don't worry about it. Candidates for president are provided Secret Service protection, but not me. This is a perfect impression of his voice. Typical turnaround for pro forma protection requests from presidential candidates is 14 days. After 88 days of no response and after several follow-ups by our campaign, the Biden administration just denied our request. Pitch perfect impression. SNL, give me a call. Secretary Mayorkas, quote, I have determined that Secret Service protection for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is not warranted at this time. Okay, as you might have heard, some people are up in arms about his use of the numbers 14 and 88, claiming they're Nazi symbols, with 14, of course, representing the 14 words, which are, we must secure the existence of our race and a future for white children. We must secure the existence of our race and a future for white children. Oh, works out. And the 88 standing for Heil Hitler, because H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Haha, what do you know? I only know those terms because people keep posting them in the comments section or sending me emails to the VanginaPredicament@gmail.com or sometimes just writing them on a brick and throwing them through my window. Either way, it can't possibly be Nazi symbols because my fans like it. And everyone knows my fans are mostly moderates, a few libertarians, and a handful of 6-year-olds who started watching Blippi and the YouTube algorithm just plopped them right here. But it is slander to say any of my fans are right-wing. And also, you just compared Nazis and right-wingers, not me. I love my fans.
I will straight up sue your ass.
But these insane radical left communist hip-hop style Joe Biden voters in the mainstream media, they call everyone a Nazi. They see Nazis everywhere. Are the Nazis in the room with you right now, New York Times? Okay? Listen, you vote Republican once, boom, you're a Nazi. You question the official science, boom, you're a Nazi. You revolutionize the auto industry with your company Ford Motors, you're a Nazi. You make the first ever full-length animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs with your studio, the Walt Disney Corporation, you're a Nazi. Not everyone's a Nazi. We need to focus on what's important, namely that the CIA is going to kill Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in Minecraft, just like they killed his uncle in Roblox and his very own father in Tekken 3. We need to band together to offer this man some protection. I, for one, volunteer as tribute, mostly so I can hang out with his wife and his best friend, Larry David. Think of the hijinks we'd get into. Politics are important. They are often literally life and death. And unless the American government agrees to give Robert F. Kennedy Jr. around-the-clock protection, and also he gets to own whatever gun he wants, up to and including a tank, he is liable to be attacked. Namely, by someone who got vaccinated coughing on him, thereby spreading the vaccine. If only there was a way to protect him from the vaccine. Like, maybe we get a weaker version of the vaccine and we inject that into him to train his body to deal with the vaccine. No, that's just science fiction. Impossible. Secret Service it is. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the show. Because God knows I am. I'm sweating like hell in here. Okay, I'm still wearing the beanie. If I take it off, Antifa finds me. Like and subscribe. You gotta like and subscribe. Hit that button. Hit that bell. Get notifications. Hit the thumbs up. I got some links down there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Okay? Most importantly, I'm on Patreon, where for only $5 a month, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we must secure the future of our race and an existence for white children. It still adds up to 14. Never would have guessed it. Anyway, for $5 a month, you get, okay, access to bonus content. You get a weekly video. You get to vote in polls, and you get an executive producer credit. Look at these people. Look at how my neck can stretch. Ow, this is hurting my back for some reason. I don't think that's good for me. Where I turn my neck and it hurts my back. God damn it, guys. Am I dying? Am I falling apart? Did I get vaccinated? I don't know. But look at these people. They give me $5 a month. They keep the show going. Okay? If they didn't give me $5 a month, I'd be literally homeless. That's the problem I'd be at. So thank you for giving me a home. And thank you for watching. I love y'all. Got a live stream probably going to do tomorrow. Got a new video coming out. I got all sorts of stuff happening, but you guys rock. You're the real heroes. The troops can all go burn in hell. I'll be back with a new video real soon. And until then...
Damn, RFK Jr. do be jacked, though.
Shut up and sit down.